Hello students, in basic electrical engineering we are in third unit, work power and energy, heating effects of electrical current. Now in our previous video we have learned about the numerical problems on thermal efficiency and the calculation of electricity bill. In this video we are going to solve some more numerical problems for the calculation of electricity bill and the heating effect of electric current. By using this concept, we are using so many appliances in our home as domestic appliances and industrial appliances. In that, we will see the different appliances like infrared lamp, iron box, kettle, heater, like that. So many applications. One by one, we will study about that. Our first concept is the calculation of electricity bill. Calculation of the electricity bill energy cost of an appliance is required to know the electricity bill, which is who given that electricity bill, which is given by the electricity department. Every devices or appliances is marked with some watts. We already studied that. In our home we are used 40 watts, 60 watts, 100 watts, 1000, 500 watts, 2000 watts, like that. Depend upon the appliances rating, different type of rating of these watts are there. So this watts indicates an indication of the amount of electrical power they need to work. Energy, that is electrical energy consumption, is a combination of the amount of electricity and the period of time for which it is used. So it is a very standard measure to electricity consumption is the amount of watts used over an hour. That's why our electrical authority uses the kilowatt hour as a unit for measuring this electrical energy to the consumer. The basic unit of this electricity is a kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour is the amount of energy consumed by an electric device, that is rated as 1 kilowatt for 1 hour. Kilowatt hour is the amount of energy consumed by an electrical device is rated at 1 kilowatt for 1 hour it is working. Okay, depend upon that this period time we are able to know how much kilowatt hour it is required. So it is a product of time and power. This unit is what? Kilowatt hour. We call it as 1 unit or 1 kilowatt hour. In simple language we are taking it as 1 unit. 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is the electrical appliances consumed this electrical energy at 1 kilowatt at 1 hour. So this is a procedure to calculate electricity bill. It is very simple. When an electric device is switched on, it will start consuming this electricity. The wattage of this device is multiplied by the time, that is in hours, and the product of this quantity gives this electricity consumed. However, as the consumers are charged by unit, in simply we are called it as unit, which is nothing but what? Kilowatt hour. Hence, divided the product with 1000 to get the kWh or unit. Let's see the step-by-step procedure of the calculation of this electricity bill. What are the steps involved in this calculation of this bill? Then only we are able to solve some numerical problems. for monthly bills. Here the electricity authorities uses the kilowatt hour for the measuring of this electrical energy. They are taking the reading of our meter. After that, and provided electrical energy bill to us. We have to pay that bill. Depend upon this calculation, that is watts what we are used and how much time period we are used. It's depend upon this value we are getting the amount of charge had to pay. The electrical energy supplied to the consumer is bought by this unit. Let's see what are the steps for calculating this electricity bill. First step is note down the wattage of each appliance. Just you see in your home, you are having so many varieties of watts available in your different appliances in your home. Let's see that LED bulb is of 9 watts, some LED bulbs is of 12 watts, normal infrared lamps is of 40 watts, 60 watts, and the iron box is of 1000 or 1500 watts, and heater is 1500 or 2000 watts, and the mixie is of 1500 watts or 1000 watts. Like that, so many applications are of different wattages. So first to take the note of the all the wattages of your each and every individual appliance. After that, the second step is multiply the watt with quantity. Here if you are having one fan in your room, like that 4 rooms or 3 rooms are available in your house, then we are having how much quantity of fans in your house? 3 fans. So you have to take that quantity also. If we are having iron box, it is a single, mixie is single, fans are 3, lights are 4, like that. We have to consider its quantity. And the next step is multiply total power with given working hours. So we are taking the reading of every appliance. After that, how many hours we are used, it is very much important. Depend upon this timing period, we are getting our kilowatt hour. So we have to take its product of the power and the time, how much time we are consumed this electrical energy. After that, the next step is divided this watt hour by 1000 to get kilowatt hour. Because of that, it is very conventional to you to take this reading in kilowatt hour, or 1 unit is nothing but kilowatt hour. After that, the next step is multiply number of units with number of days in a given month to get total number of units consumed in a month. Our electricity bill is not for 1 day, it is the days for 30 days or 31 days, it is for 1 month. We have to consider all the 30 days in this month. So multiply number of units with number of days, right? After the next step is multiply total monthly units with the cost. If the cost of the 1 unit is, for example, 1 rupee, then we have to multiply 1 into our units, then we will get the bill, right? These are the steps involving for calculating the electricity bill. Right? I think you read these points. Next, if we solve some numerical problems, then you are able to understand it properly. So let's see the numerical problem. Here, this is one example. Let's start. Calculate the bill of electricity charges for the following loads fitted in an electrical installation. 10 lamps, 60 watts, each working 5 hours a day. Next, 5 ceiling fans, 120 watt, each working 10 hours a day. 2 kilowatt heater working 4 hours a day. 2 HP motor with efficiency 80% working 4 hours a day. Calculate the monthly bill at 50 paisa per unit if the meter rent per month is 15 rupees. Right? Read the problem one more time. Calculate the bill of electricity charges for the following loads fitted in an electrical installation. 10 lamps, 60 watts, each working 5 hours a day. 5 ceiling fans, 120 watts, each working 10 hours a day. 2 kilowatt heater working 4 hours a day. 2 HP motor with efficiency 80% working 4 hours a day. Calculate the monthly bill at 50 paisa per unit if the meter rent per month is 15 rupees. This is the question. In this question, how many types of loads are available here? 4 types of loads. One is a lamp, next one is a ceiling fan, heater and a motor. These are of different quantity. Lamps are 10, fans are 5, one heater and one motor. Here wattage of heater is equal to 2000 watts. Input of meter HP into horsepower into 735.5 by efficiency. After that 2 into 735.5 by 0.8 is equal to 1838.75 watts. These are the watts. First of all, this is a table. If we understand that, then we will move to the previous slide one more time. In this, the question is having 4 different types of load. One is a lamp, and second one is a fan and heater and motor. Right? These are the 4 types of loads. Quantity. Next is quantity. Lamps are 10. Fans are 5, one heater and one motor. Number of hours working per day. They are provided the time also. Lamps for 5 hours, fans 10 hours, heater 4 hours, motor 4 hours. Wattage. Each lamp is having 60 watts. Fans. Each fan is having 120 watts. Heater 2000. Motor, just now we are solved 1838. The motor, they are not given in watts. That's they are indirectly given this question. Because of that, instead of giving in watts, they are giving in HP. HP means what? Horsepower. To convert this horsepower into wattage, we are taking it as horsepower into 735.5, then it gives the watts. Right, here this is the input of motor, HP into 735.5. They are given as 2 HP, that's it. We have to convert this HP into watts, that's why this is a formula. HP, how many HP? 2 into, to convert that HP into watt we need to multiply with 735.5, then we get the thing in watts. Next, they are given only input and efficiency, they are not given its output, that's why, sorry, they are given only output and efficiency, they are not given input. So what is the formula of our efficiency? Efficiency is automatically output by input. In that they are given output as this. So what is then efficiency? Input, our input of the motor is equal to this, input is equal to output by efficiency. Output is 2 into this 735 by efficiency is 0.8. By solving this we are getting 1838 watts. In this question they are not given the problem as so and so watts. It is 2 HP motor with efficiency 8%, like that they are given. They are not given its watts. So we are calculating its watts by simply multiplying that HP into 735.5 for converting the horsepower into watts, that's it. So here this is the 1838 is a wattage. Next, we have to calculate this wattage into quantity, then only we will get the total power. Here see, this is a column number 6. 6 gives the product of 3 into 5. Here 60 watts into 5 fans. 60 into 10 lamps. 60 into 10 gives 600 lamps. 120 into 5 fans gives 600 watts. Here 2000 into 1, 2000. 18 into 1. We are taking the product of these two, 10 into 60, 15 into 120, 1 into 1000, 1 into. Then we are getting these values. Right. Then this gives a total power. Here we don't want the power. Simply we have to calculate its energy. What is the formula of this energy? Energy is equal to power into time in hours. So this 600 into time into time gives a complete. So this is the 7th. This 7th is combination of what? This 4th column into 6th column. Right? This is a here. How this 3000 is come? This is by number of working hours into total power 600. 5 into 600 gives 3000. 10 into 600 gives 6000. 4 into 2000 gives 2000. Like that we are calculated. After that calculation we are calculate the total energy. With the help of this table we are calculated the energy in watt hours. But what is our standard unit? Our standard unit is kilowatt hour. So divided this thing by 1000 gives 24.355 units. Right. How many days having a month? 30 days. So this units into 30 gives a total energy consumption per month. In the question, what are they give as a cost per unit? 50 paisa per unit. So this 730.65 into 50 divided by 100 gives a total amount of bill. After that, total bill is a combination of monthly electricity bill plus meter rent. Every month they are charged 5 rupees per meter. So 365 plus 5 gives 370 rupees our complete electricity bill. This is the answer for the question. First, we have to study the problem. After that, identify the different loads available and its quantity. After that, the solution will start. By taking the help of this table, we are writing loads, after that quantity and number of hours it is used and its wattage. Now, for calculating the total power, taking its quantity into watts. 5 into 60 gives 600, like that. After that, energy. Energy is a combination and it is a product of power into time. So this gives a total energy. After that, we are add this 3000, 6000, 8000 and this. This gives a total watt hours. But our standard unit is kilowatt hour. That's why we have to divide this thing with 1000. Then this is a kilowatt hour. Gives this much units we are consumed. For every unit they are charged 50 paisa. Okay. And these are the unit for one day. Like that, in our month we are having 30 days. So into 30, it gives this much units. The unit cost is 50 paisa. So 730 into 50 paisa. By this 100 gives this much amount. After that, meter rent is also considered. This is a way of calculation of electricity bill. The practical applications of heating effect of electric current. In daily life, we are using so many appliances. The heating effect of electric current is utilized in many electrical heating appliances. Give some examples for that, which are being used in day-to-day life, such as electric heaters, electric kettle, electric iron, soldering iron, like that. All these appliances contains high resistance coils, which are made of nichrome. This effect is also utilized in industry purpose also, like heating, welding, space heating, like that. So here the main concept is what? The electrical energy is converted into heat energy. The body of electrical motor or the body of fan or bulb becomes warm after long run due to what? This heating effect of electric current only. So when the appliances are connected with electric supply, then a large amount of heat is produced in the heating coils because of high resistance of heating coils. The following are the some of the common electrical appliances using the heating effect of electric current to convert the electrical energy into heat energy. So what are the equipments? Let's see some of the common appliances used in our home. That is metal filament lamp, electric kettle, electric cooker, iron box, that is electric iron, space heater, geyser, infrared lamp. Okay, these appliances are differ only in appearances and construction, but the basic principle is same. That is what? Heating effect of electric current. When electric current is passes through this device, then enough heat is produced. This is a basic principle for all these type of equipments. Here metal filament lamp. Let's see the first thing, that is metal filament lamp. The lamp in which the light is produced directly by the heating of the filament is known as filament or incandescent lamp. This works on the principle of heating effect of electric current. Here the lamp is consists of a glass bulb having a fine metallic wire. See, this is a incandescent lamp or metal filament lamp. And the next is what? Electric kettle. In kettle what we are doing? We are prepared tea or coffee or hot milk, hot water, all those things are we are prepared. This is electric cooker. We are having some induction stoves in our houses also. Just observe that. And this is iron box. I think you all are know about this iron box. After that, space heaters. What is this space heaters? Space heaters are used for to heat the space. It gives warm to a small space, and also it is known as room heaters also. Why it is required? The country it is very in chill, very cold countries. If the winter is there, then it will become very cool. So at that moment this type of space heaters are required. In our India we are using ACs, coolers, to cool our room. Like that, in foreign countries this type of heaters are required to heat their room. Otherwise the temperature will very less. It is very difficult to survive them. That's why space heaters are required there. Next, geysers. I think some of you know about these geysers also. It is a device, it is used for heating water, and at the same time continuous supply of this hot water it provides. In hostels also, some hostels also maintains geyser for bathing purpose to provide hot water to the students. In homes also heater. In our homes we are using heater. If we keep that heater in the bucket of water, then that thing is only warm. But this is a case of geyser. Geyser, it is a device used for heating water and as well as continuous supply of water, hot water it provides. So these are the different types of appliances. Like that, so many appliances are there. In that, we just infrared lamps or metal filament lamps, geysers, space heaters, iron, kettle, cooker. We are see some of these appliances. Like that, it have more applications in the industry purpose also, in welding, all those things. It comes in another subject. In this, our subject is limited to this type of domestic appliances only in our curriculum. Let's see. The first appliance is what? This metallic filament lamp. The lamp in which the light is produced directly by the heat of the filament is known as filament or incandescent lamp. In previous days, this lamp is very much famous. If the filament is broken or damaged, then this lamp becomes useless, right? So this is completely works on the basis of filament only. Overall, this filament lamp is consist of a glass bulb having a fine metallic wire known as filament. It is made with some tungsten, like that material. The glass bulb is filled with some inert gases such as argon. Why this gas is insert? Because of that, to prevent oxidation of this filament, mostly tungsten is used for this filament. Why? Because of that, it has an abnormal heat, high melting point, that is 3400 degrees centigrade. This filament is made of long length of thin metallic wire to give very high resistance. The filament is wound as single coil or coiled coil in order to fit it all in a small space with the bulb. So what's the working? Let's see the parts. See, this is a contacting plates, pins for fitting in holder, brass or aluminum collar, glass seal, leads, glass stem, evacuated glass bulb, and filament. These are the list of the parts observed here. The central glass stem carries two wires sealed it in, brought from the contact plates on top of a brass or aluminum collar. This coil collar has two radial small pins to fix the bulb in a lamp holder. This is a pins. These two are pins for fitting this to a holder. In our homes we are having this type of pin, all those things. Let's see a bulb, then you will get a very good idea about this. Then what is our incandescent lamp? This lamp in which the light is produced directly by the heating of filament and is known as filament or incandescent lamp. What is the working principle for this? The working principle for this is heating effect of electrical energy. Let's see the construction and working. These are the parts we are observed in construction. Let's see its working. How it is used. The ends of these leads coming from the stem are attached with a thin tungsten filament which is usually a coiled coil. The tungsten having melting point of 3400 to 3600 degrees centigrades, like that. The bulb is highly evacuated with some inert gases like argon, like that. Why? Because of that, to prevent the filament from getting oxidized. So in presence of air at high temperature produced. How it's work, let's see. When current passes through the filament of the bulb, first becomes red hot, then white at temperature of about 2700 degrees centigrades and starts giving bright light. Like this it is operate. So what is the working for this? The filament lamp consists of a glass bulb, have a fine metallic wire. What it is called? It is a called filament made with tungsten, right? We are already studied this. When an electric current is passes through the filament, it rises the temperature of the filament and heat energy will be generated at low temperature. Then what will happen? The inert gas conducts the heat generated by the filament to the glass bulb, from where the heat is radiated into atmosphere. As the temperature of the filament increases due to heating, it radiates heat as well as light energy. The rated light of filament lamp is 1000 working hours. So if we are not used, if our not used means if the light is not required to us, then you have to stop it, otherwise unnecessarily they lost its life. Because of that, it's made for working for 1000 hours, like that. Unnecessarily, if we are not required, even though we switch on, then it is wasted. Its life is wasted, and at the same time electrical energy also wasted. So we have to take care like that, such type of things. Okay. So these are available in different power ratings such as 15 watts, 24 watts, 40 watts. 60 watts, 100 watts, 120 watts, like that. So these are consuming this much watts. That's why nowadays these lights or these lamps are replaced with LED lamps. Because of that, it also gives this type of lighting only, but it takes only 9 watts, 12 watts, 4 watts, 10 watts, 6 watts, like that. This incandescent lamp of 60 watts is equal to 9 watts of our LED lamps. So here what will happen? The consumption of electrical energy will be minimized by replacing this incandescent lamp with LEDs. That's why nowadays these are replaced. But this is a basic model. If we know our basic things, then we will develop day by day. If we don't know the basic things, then how we are able to reach the next step? So you have to learn the basics, very much important. What are the basic principle for this thing? Just simply heating effect of electric current. So this is about this incandescent lamp. These are the different parts. Contact plates. Here see, 2 plates are there previously. After that, contact plates, pins is also there. After that, all this complete part is made with some aluminum or brass. Here this complete part is made with aluminum or brass. If we touch, the bulb is glowing at the time. If we touch at this glass, just we feel warm, that's it. If we touch at this place, then we will get shock. Because of that, aluminum or brass surrounding is there, no, around it. That is a conductor, and electrical energy is passed through it. That's why we feel shock there. You have to take care of this while it is in operating condition. Don't touch at this place, right? After that, this complete bulb is made with glass material only. Inside, glass stem is there, and between this tungsten and the glass, this all the things are completely filled with gas. That is called inert gases. It's made with argon, like that type material. Its purpose is to prevent the oxidation formation. And this material, what is this filament? It is made with tungsten. Tungsten is having high resistive properties, high melting point of 3400 to 3600 centigrades, like that. That's why especially tungsten is used for this type of purpose. Okay, this is about our first application, that is metal filament lamp. In this video, what is the summary? We are learned about the calculation of electricity bill. What are the steps involved in calculation of this bill? And we are observed some numerical problem also. What is the way of the procedure for calculating this electricity bill? After that, we will move to our theoretical part, that is practical applications of this heating effect of electric current. These are the different appliances we are used in our day-to-day general, in our common life. Metal filament lamps, kettle, cooker, iron, heaters, geysers, infrared lamps, like that. These are the different applications we are saw. In that we are talking about incandescent lamp, its basic principle and its description of different types of parts involved in. After that, operation of this incandescent lamp and its working also. Like that we are learned in this. Hope you understand this concept, and I expect that you will solve some more problems related to that calculation of electricity bill concept available in your textbooks, that is in example problems. Because of that, that is very much important problem. Hope you will solve more problems on that concept. Thank you, and thank you for watching this.